In ancient times, women weren't allowed to watch, let alone compete in any sports. Typical women's sports such as softball and netball evolved at the end of the 1800s. Women were allowed to start participating in the Olympics at the end of the 1900s. But female participation rose dramatically in the 20th century. An important aspect about women's sport is women usually do not compete on equal terms against men. Although women were technically permitted to participate in many sports, relatively few did. There was often disapproval of the ones that did. Women's rights in sport are very important because women today still enjoy playing sport, because in the past women had to gain the respect to compete in physical activity. Some people believe that women should not compete in physical activity because women portrayed as inferior to men. But even though some were against it, women still gained the right. Football, a more physical sport, is the fastest growing female sport in the world. Academies are growing and girls receive high quality standard coaching. But only 0.5% of all the money allocated to sponsorship is given to women in sport. Women have very little media coverage. How many of you watch men's football over the half-term? Raise your hands. How many of you watch women's football over the half-term? Raise your hands. I know I didn't. Women's tennis and athletics receives more media coverage than any other women's sport in the world. Alison Rudd, sports writer at the Times, claims that the only way women are going to get media coverage is if English women's teams start to win major trophies. But the only way of that happening is if more people invest more money into sport. We have come a long way, but we can go further.